I go, can you believe that? You don't know what you're talking about.
I got somebody saying, oh, your boobies are too short. I said, well, you've got a problem. It's not me, it's your problem.
Hey gentlemen, say hello to Ray's Garage's camera.
You got a camera like mine.
Yeah.
We all have the same one, Randy.
Yeah, doesn't get great cameras.
Okay, let's set up and fix this tailstock.
We might have to shoot a couple of them, but yeah.
All right, Bruce, explain to us what we're going to do here.
Well,
since my shaft doesn't extend far enough.
Yeah, that seems to stop. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove it and then see what the problem is between the shaft and the barrel. So the way we're going to have to do that is we'll take the handle off, and then we'll look and see how the back end here is locked in. They should have a key here somewhere where this has got a groove. So we'll have to unscrew that, Ray.
Okay.
And then we'll remove the whole barrel, and then we'll have a look and see what it is, and we'll come back to.
Were you drinking champagne earlier?
What's the deal with
that?
that in there?
That's is that your dummy?
Yes, that's my dummy.
You keep it oiled.
No, the dummy's right here.
Okay, we'll do a bit more and then we'll come back to it. All right.
Sounds good.
Yep. So you've already unscrewed this once before.
I'm gonna film the goofballs over here. Yeah.
So that'll slide back. That'll be all right.
Hey Randy, you know it's getting serious when we have to get that service manual out.
Oh man.
That's what I got with it.
What size?
I keep telling my wife that men do read instructions.
What size is your lathe?
10 by 36.
It's a 10, huh? Oh. My lathe is 14.
Oh.
I thought it was 30, but it's 14. I looked at the book, and so I don't. So, you know, if it fit on the ways, you just make a spacer. Right. And it would work. You know? So I don't know.
What we're doing is we're going to unscrew that nut off the back here so that we can get the spindle out and then get this spindle back out of here as well.
And I don't have a spanner wrench.
So he doesn't have a spanner wrench.
He's got one right there.
Oh, here it is.
Ah, there it is.
Special wrench 742-3.
That's it. And we want you to grab hold of it there.
Okay.
And I'll hold on to this here. And give it some counterbalance.
You know this is troll food, right?
Yeah, well, just watch somebody get hurt here.
Now make sure you do the grunting.
Oh, there. More grunting. That works good.
You've done this before, haven't you?
Well, yeah, it already had the lock marks.
Well, this is a pre-loved spanner, this one. It's going hard the long way. So we'll have to clean all this up and redo it afterwards.
For sure. We can put it in the lathe and clean it up.
That, you can do that.
Hey, at least that's an official.
The hardest decision will be decide whether to go on the Grizzly or to go on the Clawsy.
You know what? You could machine a couple flats on it so you could put a crescent.
That's a
wrench
great
on
idea. Is it a hardened piece though?
That's it.
But
it. You have.
I have the Niagara
you have
Seco
tools.
cutters.
You have tools.
There we go.
Got hard again.
Bruce, are you on Facebook?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Yes.
Facebook?
Just do Bruce Whitham. You got my name there, the full name? W-H-I-T-H.
Bruce is with them.
Bruce, it's on.
Oh, you're either with him or without him.
It's unthreaded, but it's not coming out yet. It's just, I can feel it bottoming in on the threads. So it's like tight on there.
Are you still filming?
Oh yeah. Coming out?
Beautiful, look at that.
That's really stuck.
No, we shouldn't be doing that.
That is way tight.
Already somebody's, where's our little
Right there.
plastic one? Yeah.
You want the plastic one?
That's way tight.
What's, well, we need to find the root cause
Something,
of why this isn't,
something's really locked. Is it the key? The key right there?
Maybe.
Yeah.
There could be something broken in there.
Is the lock released? Is it the?
no, well, we'll see when we, that key there may be binding, there may be a bashing in here, but we'll get it apart and then we'll see what the root cause is.
Okay.
And
In the meantime, we'll have a beer.
then, well, let's,
Wait a second. Are we going to get her out?
of course we're going to get her out. It doesn't have to have a thread on it for me to get her out, but we do have a thread. And by the way, you're still filming?
Yeah.
We've also got the drawing, so we've,
Perfect.
it should be said that
This
that-
makes us experts.
that's it. And therefore, women who always say that men don't take instructions,
When they want to, they do.
Only when they want.
we got the peanut gallery giving us the information. Some
See my tripod over there?
Beautiful.
Do you have, Ray, do you have something we can put in there, slot in there to,
Maybe.
to hold that and
I
we'll,
have a ball joint fork.
whatever blows your hair back. Oh, nothing blows yours back like me.
It takes a lot to blow your guys' hair back.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna bring you
What
back.
are we doing now?
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to clean this barrel up so we can feel a nice smooth run through the casting. We want to get that first. Second, we want to ascertain whether this has got a bump in it, and I believe it will have a bump in it. It's the thread is stuck in here, so we're going to have to get it out. We got to get her out. This is number two. Get her out. And number one, get her out, which we. With the pencil, we sorted that at Ray's last night, and we also. What else did we sort out?
Randy's house last night. Let's get
Randy's
that
house.
right.
Sorry, Randy's house last night. I'm never going to live this down. I keep mixing everybody up, but yeah. So we want to get this out as well. It's a bit loose there, but I believe it's bent. And I'm hoping the barrel's not bent itself.
I think it's mushroomed over on the end.
But it's been, I've cleaned the end up. I cleaned the end up on the thing. Now we'll do a bit of cleaning here, and then we'll go on to the next stage of getting this out. Here lies the problem. Now, we've got one or two things we can do here. We can fix it, or we can take it to Keith Fenner to fix it at the bash. But we'll see how we go.
Wait, let's call Keith up and get him over here.
We had him on the phone this morning. We called him this morning.
Once I said, when we're doing things like that, you never do a grip like that. You're going to lose a thumb. Now we're always all with an open hand. So keep the finger thumb here, not there. We'll turn that around. We'll do the other part of it. Randy, Ray, what did you do with the key?
Same place you put it.
Put it back where it belonged. Oh, it was me, was it? There you go.
God forbid if you don't get put back in the right place.
Oh, God, you're gonna be lost.
It's got a little bit of play that we expect that on an old lathe. We're just going to clean this one up.
This is the one that was in Greenlee High School. And it was trash. The gearbox was trash.
Yeah. You know, every time you try to knock out the Morris table piece, you know, you're beating that screw up.
Yeah, the end of it. I think it's mushroom. God bless you.
It's in no way. Can you tell me what? So this thing has been through the wars, deep pitting and everything else. Bad bashes in this area here. So there's a number of options here. One is to make a new barrel. The difficult part, of course, is to do the Morse. But with a decent Morse reamer, you can make them. They're not available. I don't believe they're available anymore off the shelf. And the biggest fault I've found with the Clausing Colchesters with these barrels is that the Morse taper gets damaged over time, and the tang no longer holds inside of it. So I think these smaller lathes, they actually didn't have a tang point in them. Yeah, so we got there.
Yeah, I don't think it has a tang.
So it doesn't have a tang.
Yeah.
With the bigger ones, they do have, and then the tang gets destroyed, and you've got to replace the barrel. There's no other way around it. But this sort of barrel, very easy for you with 4140 to machine one up, slot it, thread it, and then send it to Randy, and Randy will make the scale here, and he'll also make another scale here, which is metric.
Boy, that would be nice. Or we could just put a DRO on it.
Right.
I would put a DRO on it. And so, okay, we're going to close off now, and we'll come back with the next level.
Go for it.
All right. So this thing is pretty well bound up. It's bound up probably with the last thread of that whole unit, and that'll be holding us back, because that would have been mushroomed over years of being pounded with the. So the only way we can get it out is to lock it up in the 3-jaw, and put a piece of key in here. And then, with past experience by us two, we're making it work.
This is a ship secret.
So we got a key in the keyway, and the crescent wrench will lock up against that and not damage the shaft.
Amazing. I would have never figured this out.
Oh, we're turning.
It's just amazing what a couple of beers could buy you.
Yeah.
So we've cleaned up the barrel a little bit, and we've also now released the thread, and that thread has been totally destroyed. And we could come up here and show you.
I wouldn't get that quite that close, maybe.
It wouldn't be that
About a
close.
foot away, yeah.
All right, well,
right, it should be focused.
This is the profile of the unused part of the thread, or very rarely used. And then as we go along into this area, which is the main area where it gets used, we can see that it's been chipped out completely, and also the thread has been pushed over. So it's now no longer a trapezoidal, but it's more like a mushroom. So we're going to have to make a new one of these. This one's bent, it's scored in this area as well, and that's what bound it up. That's why it was so hard to release. If we were to cut this off here, it would just spin in, because normally the barrel is hardened, and this is the softer of the two, and obviously we can see that. So that's what's going to happen Ray, you're going to have to make a new one
Okay.
and make a movie of it,
Yep.
and then you'll be back in business again. And that, instead of having 1.5 inches of movement, you'll have 3 inches of movement, which is the design.
This collar is a pin. It's pinned on.
Yeah,
Pins in there, yeah.
Pinned on.
It goes all the way through.
Right.
So you'll be able to, there'll be one side is smaller, one
I
side
see
is
that,
smaller, one side is larger, so that's a taper pin.
Yep.
So it'll drive that out,
See that.
and so we'll have to machine up.
That'll make a nice
Make that
video
thread.
project.
So what we can do, if you want, if we've got time, we can at least make a drawing of this, a sketch up of what length you need to make, the thread here. We can ascertain what thread this is here for you, and then once you get that off, you'll be able to see whether that's a machine surface or whether that just sits on the thread itself. The thread may come all the way back to this point here, you see. So we'll know that once that comes off.
Yeah,
So we'll knock that off, and we can have another look at it.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, all good. Okay, this is Bruce. No, this is Bruce USA. Get her out 2. We're continuing on with that, and what we've got now is we've got her out. We've got the barrel out, and we got the driver out. And now what we're going to do is to show you with the barrel. It was jamming, and it has here the inches. It was jamming at about 1.5 inch, and then it was difficult to extract it. We got it extracted out. We've cleaned it up a little bit, brushed it up on the lathe with some Scotch-Brite and so forth, and we've checked it on Ray's plate, and it seems to run okay. And we've then gone over to the tailstock. Now, if we look at the tailstock, we can pan into the tailstock. So inside the tailstock is this key, and that's the key that holds the barrel, so it can slide in and out and not twist and turn. And when you remove the barrel, you also this fella drops out. Now behind that is the locking mechanism. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. The locking mechanism, and the way this locks is it has a bolt, and it has 2 bushes, and those bushes have got machined edges on them, and normally they are concaved at the same radius as that, and they simply fit in here, fit inside there, and they then when the bolt is tightened, when you lock up your tailstock, they close together against the barrel. And when we tried to get the barrel to run through, we had a problem. It was stopping at that point where these are. We discovered that the top one doesn't flow freely. It's jamming up. So that's another job we need to sort out, is to make sure that this will slide. Now also what I find here is that these 2 bushes are made of hardened steel. Normally you would only have copper or brass or copper
Bronze.
or something, or bronze, something soft, so it doesn't bruise and score and cause problems with the barrel itself. So that's one issue that we need to address. The other one is the actual screw itself. And what we found with the screw, after we managed to get her out of here, is you guys just tell me where we need to be. Is that okay?
I'll have to zoom out. No, I'm in on it, but
I'm really.
I'm good.
Yeah, right. I'm good right there. Yep.
Right there, okay. So this is the original thread here, and this is the area that's never used. And most of the use it gets between this area and this area. And then when it gets pulled all the way back, this is where we eject the Morse. That gets forced against that pin end, and the Morse, and flicks the Morse taper out. So this part here is actually mushroom. It's no longer trapezoidal, but it's actually mushroomed right over. Now it was also bent, and when I gave it a little bit of a tap with the brass hammer, trying to straighten it out on the steel, one of these threads has come away, and so it looked bad, but it's actually now to a point where I don't want to put a hole in my finger, but there you go. Thread is finished. So this we have to make a new one of these. It's no longer a bit of. Before that, I thought, well, maybe we can chase it and clean it up. You pick up this thread and bring it back this way and in between time. But
Bruce, that would have broke off. That would have broke off if we try to reuse it. Huh?
Well, we've had some breakages here before. There was a little bit already broken there. Plus, we had another area which scored. So that was the root cause between that and this item here. Was the root cause of why that you couldn't get more than 1.5 inches of travel.
Right.
So we're now going to get her fixed. So we've got her out. We're going to get her fixed.
Get it fixed.
Yeah. Do a 0.
Each notch is 2 thou.
I believe you. So
That's 10 thou.
okay. Bit of mucky, oily, gooey stuff.
Stinky stuff.
Yeah, and I stuff this up. Well, so be it.
Then you want to slow it down?
No.
No?
Let's do that.
See how this goes.
Oh, wait.
Little nerve-wracking, huh?
I know. There you go. That's beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh yeah. That's like great. It just sounds like a good fit, you know.
Mm-hmm. But you gotta remember, them threads on the inside of that are probably
They're
shitty.
They're probably worn a little. Yeah.
UDA.
All the way. All the way.
All yours.
Oh yeah.
You can do the rest.
Beautiful.
And you can take that home and you can mark it as a
Souvenir.
10 TPI.
No, that's for Ray.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
I think Ray should keep it.
You do it, right? Right, so what do we want to do? That's it. That's cool.
That is. That'd be very cool.
So tell your future possible son-in-law that we don't need his cutters.
Oh, I never answered his text.
Oh, did he
Can
ask?
you help her find her room, please? Because she says she can't find it.
Okay, I'll be in a minute.
Yes.
We got some brake fluid or brake cleaner or something like that. We can clean all this up now.
He has that big tab.